Hi, everybody. Welcome to writing. This week, we are only working on one thing. Your goal by the end of the week is to be able to take two simple sentences and hook them together with a conjunction, which you're going to be learning about, and add details to the sentences to make a longer, more meaningful sentence. That's why we've been working so hard on understanding the parts of a sentence, that you have a capital at the beginning, you have punctuation at the end, that you have a subject in your sentence, which is the cow. What is the cow doing? It ate. So you have an action, which is the verb. And then you ask yourself, what did it eat? When did it eat? How did it eat? And that makes a meaningful one subject sentence. All right. And the punctuation mark at the end. Don't forget it to tell your reader when to stop. So that's what a simple sentence is. It has a subject and a predicate. It is one complete thought. It has a capital. It has punctuation. It has a noun. It has a verb, and it has a who, what, when, where, why, or how. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to look at some simple sentences. The cat scratched the couch. Cat being your subject. What is the cat doing? It's scratching. What is it scratching? The couch. Capital, punctuation, great simple sentence. Billy and Ned ran across the yard. Who is our subject? Billy and Ned. Remember that subjects are usually at the beginning of our sentence. It's who or what is doing something. Ran is the verb. We can see Billy and Ned running. Where do they run across the yard? Great simple sentence. Capital, punctuation. All right. The dog sniffed the tree. Dog being our subject. What is the dog doing? It's sniffing. What is it sniffing? The tree. Capital, punctuation, great simple sentence. So a simple sentence start with a capital letter, have a subject, have an action, have a who, what, when, where, why, or how, and then they have a punctuation mark. All right. And that is a good simple sentence. Now, what we're working on this week is taking two simple sentences, and connecting them together by a conjunction. And what you think of as a conjunction is something that fits between the two sentences that tie them together. So the ones that we're working on this week is and, but, or. Those are the three conjunctions, and there's about I think there's like 7 or 8 conjunctions, but these are the three main ones that we want to work on right now. All right, so this is our goal. We're going to take a simple sentence, the cow ate the grass. We're going to take another simple sentence, the cow drank the water, and we're going to turn it into a conjunction, or we're going to use a conjunction to hook it together. And we could kind of change it a little to make it make sense. And then we're going to read it back and make sure that we put those two simple sentences together in the best way that we could. The cow ate the grass and it drank the water. So there's our conjunction. Now, I will tell you, before you hook the two simple sentences together, at the end of the first simple sentence and before the conjunction, always have to have a comma, because you're taking a pause, you're putting that conjunction, it's kind of like the glue, and then you're hooking the other part together. Now, if you noticed, I said cow here, so I changed this to a pronoun. And I said the cow ate the grass, comma, and it drank the water. That is a compound sentence. Two simple sentences connected together by either and, but, or right now. And those are known as conjunctions. A comma before the conjunction. And you might change this one just a little to fit, because the cow ate the grass and the cow drank the water. That would be okay, but you didn't need that right there. See that? All right, so let's look at these. I can hum a tune. I can't play an instrument. I can hum a tune, but I can't play an instrument. And in a minute, I'm going to show you what it means to use and or but or the correct way. Do you notice that I have the comma and the conjunction, and I've hooked those two simple sentences together? This is not a run-on now because I used the conjunction. And what a run-on does is it just keeps on going and going and going and going and going, and nothing is connected. This is still one thought. I can hum a tune, but I can't play an instrument. I can buy a book. I can borrow a book from the library. I can buy a book, comma, or I can borrow a book from the library. Now let's look at these conjunctions and what they mean. When you use and, what you're doing is it's like you're connecting two similar things, two things that are alike. When you use or, you're given a choice between the two. It's an either or. When you use but, you're contrasting or showing the difference between the two things. I can hum a tune, but I can't play an instrument. Do you see how it's different from each other? So and is more info, or is a choice, and but hooks contrast, differences together. Now let's look at this. I am playing soccer with my friends and I am having so much fun. See how soccer and playing is fun and they're similar. Now, or I could have chocolate cake or I could have cherry pie. Do you notice how that is two different choices? So you're connecting two simple sentences, but you are showing a choice between two things. And then, but is we are going to go to the swimming pool, but it was lightning outside. So it's opposite ideas. It's opposite. It's not like you had a choice there. It's we're going to the swimming pool, but whoa, wait a minute. It's lightning outside and we can't. So do you see how that contrasts, how it's a difference? And those are the three conjunctions that we're working on this week. Okay, now watch me do this because this is what you're going to do in your reader's notebook today. I can hum a tune. I can't play an instrument. Two great simple sentences. I can hum a tune, but I can't play an instrument. See how you're showing a contrast, you're showing a difference. But now in your reader's notebook today, what you have to do is you have to add a little bit to these sentences. Because yes, that's a great compound sentence. But now watch this. I can hum a lively tune. There's that adjective, okay? Or it's an adverb showing how I can hum it. But I can't play any instruments. See how you kind of added and you kind of made that sentence better? But it's still a contrast. I can hum a lively tune, but I can't play any instruments. So, and remember before your conjunction, there's always a comma. Here's a complete simple sentence, and this sentence could stand on its own. If we took the comma and the but out, I can't play any instruments is a complete thought, okay? But your goal is to get to this. This is great for second grade, but this is wonderful when you can add those adjectives or you can add more description. Okay, so let's look at another one. Oh, wait. Humming lively tunes is easy, but playing an instrument is too difficult. That is about third or fourth grade writing right there. Did you notice how I started with my verb and I totally changed it? Humming lively tunes is easy, but playing an instrument is too difficult. So see how they can't play an instrument? They're humming lively tunes. Your goal is this one or this one. And if you can do this one, you're a wow writer. You're one of those people that take off without me and can really do things. All right. But your goal is this one. That's where I really want you to be. But I want to show you what a wow writer writes like. Humming lively tunes is easy, but playing an instrument is too difficult. All right. Now let's look at another one. I can buy a book. I can borrow a book from the library. I can buy a book, or I can borrow a book from the library. See, I hooked them together with a conjunction. Now, this is your goal today when you do your reader's notebook. I can buy a new book, or I can borrow an old book from the local library. Do you notice this is why I've been teaching you those adjectives? Is how do you take a really good compound sentence where you hook two simple sentences together and add adjectives to it to make it even better? That's what you're going to be doing in your reader's notebook. Now, if you kind of understand this today and you go, yeah, I can see how a conjunction is the glue, and I can see how I take a simple sentence and I take a simple sentence and I hook them together with and, but, or, and being two similar things, but being two contrasting things, two different things, and or is a choice. I can either buy the book or I can borrow the book. All right. You can stop this video now and go on to your next slide and look and do your reader's notebook. Okay. If not, I'm going to show a couple more examples. All right, so you decided to stay with me. So here's the next example. I think I'll buy a new book, or maybe I'll borrow one from the local library in Bremerton. Wow sentence. This is your goal. Take two simple sentences, hook them with a conjunction, and then add some adjectives to make that sentence even better. All right, let's look at another one. The door is locked. I don't have a key. The door is locked and I don't have a key. See how they're similar? The door being locked, not having the key, all right, is very similar. Now, you could have almost used but there because there are two contrasting things. The door is locked, but I don't have a key. Do you see how both of those would have kind of worked? I really like this one because it's hooking two thoughts together that are similar. The door's locked and I can't get into it. The wooden door is locked and I don't have a skeleton key. Do you notice how I described door and I described key? That's your goal today. Remember, there's a comma and a conjunction. And then here's your wow sentence. The old wooden door is locked securely and my skeleton key won't open it. Wow sentence, okay? All right, those are really, really good. But this is where you're shooting for. This is where you're going for. The door is locked and I don't have a key. The wooden door is locked and I don't have a skeleton key. All right, so you can stop now, go on to your reader's notebook, or you can listen to one more example. I have a red car. My friend Kaylee has a white car. I have a red car, but my friend Kaylee has a white car. Do you notice how I added an adjective to describe the car? I describe the car here as a white car. Hook two simple sentences together. Use the comma and the conjunction. This could be a sentence by itself. My friend Kaylee has a white car. Complete thought. I have a red car. Complete thought. Hook them together, get compound sentence. I have a red Mustang, but Kaylee has a white Subaru. I even made it better, didn't I? Because here I took the car and I told you what kind of car. Here I took the car and I told you what kind of car. Now listen to the wow sentence. I own a sporty red Mustang, but Kaylee owns a white Subaru Forester. That's a wow sentence. Two simple sentences hooked together with a conjunction, but a lot more details and I've moved the words around. So I've made it a little bit more my own, and I've chosen to shift those words so it even looks and feels better when I read it out loud. All right? All right, so that's it today. Go ahead and work on rewriting some compound sentences and adding a little bit of details to them, and I will talk to you tomorrow.